Aldridge. Morning.
Morning, everyone. I'm Michelle. I'm a reader at Cardiff University, and my research interest particularly is in vulnerable people within the criminal justice system, be they children or adults with communication differences and disorders. Researching in police interviews, in courts, but also in issues such as easy read documents for people in prison. But I'm not going to waste colleagues' time today, but I'm going to hand over to my colleague Tina, who's going to tell you about a particular project that we're working on at the moment.
Thanks, Michelle.
Hi.
Tina?
Hi, everyone. Can you hear me?
Yep.
Okay. I'm Tina Pereira, and I'm an intermediary, one of those people that John Taggart was talking about earlier, working in the criminal justice system in England and Wales. And for those who aren't familiar with the role in this context, an intermediary is a communication specialist with additional training in legal processes. So an intermediary facilitates communication between vulnerable people, for example, children or people with a communication disorder or cognitive disorder. And, you know, irrespective of whether you're witnesses, alleged victims, suspects or defendants, and legal professionals, such as the police and advocates in court. This year, I successfully defended my PhD with at Cardiff University with Michelle as my supervisor. And the focus of my thesis was to examine the impact of using low technology communication aids with witnesses with an intellectual disability in police investigative interviews, in ABE interviews. And all of those interviews used low technology aids. They were all recruited and managed by intermediaries. And I found that low-tech aids improved the quality of evidence elicited by and from vulnerable witnesses. So they made their evidence more complete, more coherent, more accurate. For example, a wooden mannequin, and I'm not sure if you can see it, but that's the sort of aid that was used, improved the complexity of a witness's evidence. It enabled the witness to give more complex, time-related and positional information about the allegations in a manner that speech-only communication was unable to accomplish. Individuals with an ID, with an intellectual disability, have better visual processing skills and they need more time. And aids are more concrete, more permanent, and they're tangible. They can be seen and manipulated. So when they're recruited and managed in a legally acceptable, unbiased manner by intermediaries, they can assist to communicate, they can assist vulnerable people to communicate their evidence in a legal system which, until recently, has been traditionally biased towards orality. I'm hoping to continue working with Michelle and would love to have people get in touch as needed.